Get back, you beast! Get back! You're banished from this place! Banished! Go back to the fiery pits of hell!
Welcome to the Alex Baker Show podcast, episode 17. Cool. Darth has a bath! Hope you're all feeling fine. Sorry about that. Just pushing the evil spirits out.
I think we should leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's podcast done.
Dickheads! Not really. Welcome to it. We wouldn't leave you waiting for that long and then suddenly just do that. Me getting exercised.
The power of Christ compelling you.
Quite. Welcome to it. It's episode 17. Darth has a bath. Here on Kerrang. It's not on Kerrang Radio. It's on iTunes. It's in your iPod. It's on your MP3 device. Whatever it is you have, we are here in your ear. My name is Alex Baker. Hope you're feeling wicked. I'm all right. Sorry this has taken so long to get up. I know, I keep saying this and we keep promising that we're going to get them up on time. But, I don't know. Why have we not been doing it on time? It's been busy.
No, we have actually been busy.
Yeah.
No word of a lie.
So, soz for that. But the hate's dying down. Last time you took ages to put one up, everyone went mad and went, "Oh, where's the podcast? I can't believe it. Oh, where have you really let us down? Oh, no." This time no one seemed to care. That's good, in a way. It's not good. You should be downloading the podcast. Download the podcast! What's the matter with you?
Well, let's get some extra
Exclusive
tweets on the guan.
Behind the scenes. So, before we start that, hello to Lydia Tiz on Twitter, who sent us letters. She sent me, Hayley, and Kevin a letter, which I thought was really nice.
They're amazing.
It was really funny. At one point, there was a picture of some toast being toasted, and it said, woohoo!
Yeah.
What was that about?
It brought my morning.
And there was an elephant as well, and it just said, "Hello, I'm an elephant." no explanation.
I really need to cough, dude.
Do it.
You sure?
No, actually, your cough's disgusting. I'll talk while you're doing that. So, also hello to Birdie16. Birdie16 said, "Alex Baker Man on Twitter just had the weirdest dream. He came to my house and tried to sell me..." Oh, shut up, dickhead! You don't need to cough that much. Hamming it up. He came to my house and tried to sell me a kitted out orange van, which you called the Batmobile. Ooh, nice. Good work, Birdie. Nonosaur says, "Finally subscribe to the Alex Baker Man Show podcast." Subscribe to the podcast. Good work. Isn't it annoying that my Twitter handle is @AlexBakerman? Because you can't really say... It's not called the Alex Baker Man Show.
No, I bet a lot of people think it is just from Twitter.
Yeah. Well, that's just because Alex Baker was taken. And, I've used Alex Baker Man in the past for stuff. So I thought, I quite like Alex Baker Man. Should I just make Alex Baker Man my radio name?
It's a bit weird.
Should I just be Alex Bakerman?
Baker, like it's an actual surname, Bakerman.
Yeah. It makes you sound quite sort of I don't know, Jewish, really.
It's it's like David Williams. His name is actually David Williams.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just when he went to Equity, there was already a David Williams.
To Equity?
Yeah, you know when you finish stage school and stuff, you have to sign up with your stage.
Darling,
name.
I didn't go to stage school. This is all natural.
Well, that's why
no one trained me.
Every sort of actor and TV personality and stuff very rarely is their duplicate names, and it's because of Equity. You have to register a name, and they only allow one of everyone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So the other Alex Baker, who works on Gaydar, had I gone to stage school, then I could have not been the same name as him. Because there is another Alex Baker. Were you aware of that?
Yeah. We should get him on one time.
Works on Gaydar Radio. He's supposed to be a really safe dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's annoying that he's got the same name as me, but not going to lose sleep over it. Yes, hello to Nonosaurus. You finally subscribed to the @Alex Bakerman Show podcast. Good work. Also, hello to Sarah Jane Lees. Now, Sarah Jane Lees, I believe, is a new listener because she sent a tweet, and it was just a nice tweet. She said, "Haven't laughed this much in ages. Great 2 hours," which I thought was really sweet.
Aww.
So big shout out to you, Sarah Jane Lees. What have we got, Kevin?
The Bradley A7X.
The Bradley A7X. Is he listening to Morrissey?
No, he's probably listening to Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh yeah, because of the
yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Backcountry and all that.
Woo! I don't belong here. I don't belong here. I used to be a heavy vocalist, and now my voice is not heavy because I blew my voice out.
Anyway, so he gave us an extra FML.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the middle of midweek FML for you, coming at you.
And what's he saying?
He said, spilt a drink on my Xbox.
Oh, F my life. Is that not it?
No, that's not it.
Okay.
powered it up.
Oh, F my life. Sorry.
Powered it up to see it burst into flames.
What?
So I chucked it out of my window.
Oh.
And it set my shed on fire.
Oh, come on. Oh, God, that cough. Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's absolutely disgusting.
I'm sorry, listener. I'm sorry, Alex.
So disgusting.
I'm just so ill.
Cool cough, bro.
Send me things.
You sound like you're actually about to die. Are you about to die? Don't die.
Wouldn't that be good PR? L. Springle says, extreme podcast listening.
Extreme to the maximum.
At Black Veil Bride's gig, casually listening to the Alex Baker Show.
Wicked. Why? Why spend... Shut up! Get out! Why would you do that? Why would you spend all that money on a ticket and then... Why have you not left yet?
Because I don't want to.
Look at you.
I'm soldiering.
I don't want to be this closely confined with you because you're going to pass on your black lung to me.
I'm sorry.
It's the black lung, pup.
It's really tickling.
Anyway, so what else have you got on Twitter? I'm not enjoying this. Oh, I feel like I'm going to gag.
This is not fun for anyone.
Oh, my God. Here's the podcast. Here's the podcast.
Stand by for audio. Got it.
And now, the Alex Baker Show brings you one of the most exciting events it's ever been our privilege to bring.
Here we go again.
And this is just the beginning.
The Alex Baker Show podcast. Welcome to the block. The Alex Baker Show. Kerrang Radio. Yes! Imagine if My Chemical Romance were like that. Oh my gosh! Welcome to it. It's Kerrang Radio. It's Sunday night, 10 till 12. You know the score. It's time for the Ali B Show with me, unsurprisingly, Ali B in his house. Welcome to it. I hope you're feeling absolutely wicked. My name is Alex Baker. Thank you so much for joining me here. Sunday nights from 10 till 12. It's me, you, Tommy, Kevin, Haley. Sit around and chat about various different things. I'm very, very excited because not only is Kevin in the studio with me tonight, but Haley's in the studio as well. Haley!
Oh.
She's not here.
She's really not.
She's not. Haley's not here. She's got the lurgy. She's dying, Kevin. She's dying. Oh, God.
It's actually pretty serious.
She's dying. She's on death's door. Knocking on death's door. No, stop talking jokes. She's not really dying. She's all right. She's got gastroenteritis. No, that's not it. I'm just applying medical terms to her.
It sounded good.
She's got a bad stomach.
Yeah, it's a gastric infection, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Poor girl. But it's okay because Tommy's here! He's not here either! It's Taiwan! Now, I have heard a rumour that Tommy's going to be making a dramatic comeback very soon. Loads of people on Twitter as well still don't believe that Tommy's real. Tommy is real. What can I do to prove it to you? I promise you, he's a real person. He's an actual person in the actual world with real feelings that you're hurting by claiming him not to be real. Could be like that episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer where there's a shy, innocent, retiring girl that no one really pays attention to. So much so that she starts disappearing. Seen that one? And everyone thinks that it's a ghost, but it's not. It's just this actual girl that's disappeared because no one ever looks at her. So her fabric of being starts to disintegrate. She disappears into nothingness. So be like Tommy.
That's a mosh.
It's a mosh, totes a mosh.
Also, more bad news. Nigel, who writes all our jokes, has called in sick.
Right, let me just make one thing clear. There is no Nigel who writes the jokes. Kevin's trying to make out that I don't write our material. That's not true, Kevin. That's very mean. Who do you think I am? James Corden? Oh! Not saying that he doesn't write his own material. I'm sure he does. Although apparently I've heard Gary Barlow on X Factor's got a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
Doesn't write his own put-downs and his own gags. They come from someone else. It's not surprising considering he's got about as much personality as
Although, if that was the case, you'd
wet
think,
blanket.
if that was the case, you'd think they'd be a bit better.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. But it's okay, because Kev's here. Yeah. Kevin, I hate to ask it. I hate asking it every week, but if I don't, you always go, Alex, why is it the case that you've not, asked me how I am? You've made a big song and dance about Haley, and made a big song and dance about Tommy, even though it never even shows up. But I'm here every week. I'm totally dedicated. And even though that's the case, you still don't even bother to ask me how I am. So I dread to ask, what has Kevin done this week? Nothing. So how's it been, Kevin?
Well, this week, I had one of those moments where I was very excited about something all of a sudden.
Wow!
I'm so excited.
And then suddenly brought right back down to reality. Does that happen to you?
It does. It happens daily.
Daily?
Yeah, I'm quite like, woohoo! Whoa, roller coaster ride of emotions. That's kind of how I am.
Okay, well, anyway, I was excited because you know how a couple of months ago now they stopped showing Friends
On Channel 4.
Yeah.
And T4.
and E4
E4, even. Yeah.
and T4.
And T4.
Yeah.
What's the difference between T4 and E4?
T4's the thing that happens on Channel 4 on Sundays.
It's like a halfway point between the two.
Yeah.
Between E and C.
So anyway,
You're telling me about your amazing life.
yeah, so when that happened a couple of months ago, I was obviously devastated. Love Friends.
Everyone does.
Love all that. But then this week I was excited because I found it on another channel.
Comedy Central?
Yep.
In HD as well, apparently.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah,
I totally
boy.
didn't know about this.
Yeah, well, you get me move the times.
So yeah, anyway, so I was really excited when I found it. I was like, yes, I can finally watch Friends again because I don't have the DVDs. I don't want to buy them because I've seen them all. But
I've got
do.
more. You can borrow them if you want.
Oh really? Oh, that
Got
would
the
have
box set.
that would have solved this whole
Yep.
drama.
Should have rung me up and said, bro, man, got any Friends DVDs? I've been like, yes, I've got the whole box set. Bought it from Virgin Megastore all those years ago.
Wow.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So anyway, I was suddenly brought back down to earth and to the realms of crippling disappointment when I realised that the episode of Friends that I had found was one of those episodes.
Oh, no, I think I know what you mean.
You know, where at the start everything seems normal.
Yeah.
Seems like a new episode, and then all of a sudden they go, oh, that reminds me of the time when this happened. Do you remember that? Yeah,
And it goes like, like a little kind of washout on the screen.
Yeah,
and then it's like it's everyone's 30th birthday party,
Yeah.
or it's the time when Chandler did something funny,
Yeah.
or it's the time when Ross was funny with dinosaurs or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Or remember when Ross and Rachel got together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, I hate those episodes.
It was one of those.
It's almost like kind of like just a cheap version of a show, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like they thought, can't be bothered this week. Or maybe like a producer made a mess up, right? And the person was supposed to be on holiday that day, but then they didn't book it in, so they had to make a show.
Yeah.
But they thought, okay,
I've only got an hour to do this.
yeah, so if you guys just come through the through the door, and just say, oh, friends, oh, hello, Chandler, oh, this is just from my... Yeah, and then they just build... everything else is pre-recorded and built round that stuff that only took an hour to record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, in fairness, it is quite good if say, for example, it's a bit different with Friends because most people have seen pretty much all of them.
Yeah.
Although there was a few clips that I didn't remember. But it is quite good if, say, for example, you started watching something or getting involved with something sort of halfway through its life.
Yeah.
So then all these little in-jokes and stuff that you don't quite understand make more sense because they show you this old stuff that you haven't seen yet.
And it's funny you mention that, because it would be nice, wouldn't it, to actually be able to have the opportunity on this show, for example,
Yeah.
to actually take a look back at things of the days of yore and just replay them.
We do have quite a few sort of silly in-jokes that, to be honest, to about 95% of people won't make any sense.
And it probably is the case that I've got an archive of audio ready to go.
Yeah.
That through the next 2 hours of the show, we could potentially play some bits out and get people involved with some of the in-jokes and, maybe relive some of the best bits together. We could do that.
And also, when you think about it, this show has been going for over 2 years now,
Yeah.
which is quite a long amount of time to expect someone to have listened for the whole amount of time.
Yeah, and we're not
most-
unreasonable.
No, but...
People might have only started tuning in the past 6 months.
Well, yeah, most people probably have.
yeah. Well, I think perhaps we'd be doing them a service.
Yeah.
Were we to get some of the best bits on.
Definitely.
In fact, thinking about it, just off the top of my head, a couple of weeks ago on the show, I remember distinctly saying, I just love Tommy so much. And not referencing what I meant. And do you know what? Probably about 90% of the audience at the time probably thought, wow, what a terribly insular show. Alex has obviously made an in-joke there, and I've got absolutely no idea what he's referring to. This could be the perfect opportunity to let people know what I'm referring to. Yeah. So do you remember this? Now we were talking about how we'd like to bug a girl's toilet. Just because we thought, girls talk about weird stuff in toilets, and we thought it would be interesting to find out what girls talk about.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of bugged your toilet.
Are you joking?
No. So I thought we should be aware of that, obviously, before we go on air, because we're going to play out some of the audio tonight. Now, you guys have still heard it.
No, I'm dying to hear all of
You
it.
all know about it.
Yeah, because you went out, because about a month ago.
Kev planted this.
About a month ago on the show, you went out to go to the toilet, whatever, and we thought, right, that's it, we're going to plant it, and we planted it. We didn't tell you. Yay. Now Hayley's being a bit coy tonight because we told her before the show started, we've bugged your toilet, Hayley, as you know, and the reason this came about was because as guys, right, and you guys at home, you'll know what I'm talking about, and you guys in the studio know what I'm talking about, we're faced every now and then with this strange enigma, this thing we cannot grasp as men. It's beyond our comprehension. We're not even allowed to delve into the said place, the hallowed ground. What is it? What is it? It is the female toilets, the girls' toilets. I've been to clubs around the country. It's always the same. Girls having a good time. Yeah, woo, having a laugh. Everything's hunky-dory. Oh, let's all skip off to the toilet together. Off they go. Come out. Floods of tears. It's all kicked off. What happened? You know, what goes on in there? What is this explosive dynamic contained within the female toilet that enables girls to lose their minds? But anyway, we wanted to get to the bottom of this. We wanted to find out what was going on in these toilets. So, the logical conclusion, the scientific conclusion, was to put a microphone attached to a recording device in your toilet. And that's what we did. And we arranged it while you were ironically in the toilet during one show. We talked about it and the listeners texted and agreed that it was a good idea. So I felt quite bad about doing this, especially when I heard the audio, because a lot of the audio is just nonsense, right? A lot of the audio is you having a poo or having a wee or throwing up, and I have got some audio of you throwing up, which I'm going to play now. So just a little teaser for the kind of things you can expect to hear on this glorious show. This is you, Hayley, in your toilet throwing up. So there we go. That's actually made me want to heave. Actually, yeah, physically feel a bit ill.
Where had you been?
God knows.
So it happened more than once. It's just the one time that we captured on tape. Well, so that was you throwing up. But other stuff happened in the toilet, and it's a real special treat for you guys because I asked you last week if you thought it was out of order that I wanted to play this audio because I wasn't going to play it. But then you text in saying, "Go on, play it. I want to hear it." What's so interesting? Is it her secret obsession for older men? Wink. Sex someone. So I don't know who that was. I just want to know if she farts during pooing. Play it. That's Kiki in Birmingham. Desperate to know about that. Someone else said, "Play it, man. You'll get a raise for awesomeness." So, I don't know if that's from my boss. I doubt it. And then someone else says, "Simple solution, don't play it, just reenact it, and you won't be breaking any rules." That's from Martin in Dagenham, which is true. Yeah, that is true, but I think we're still going to play it. "Go for it, I'm bored at work, so I need a good laugh." And that's from Jill. So everyone wants to just laugh at you, really. So we are going to play it, and the Facebook feedback was phenomenal. I mean, everyone wants this to happen. So we're going to play it. I'm going to play it much later on in the show, because it's potentially a little bit distressing. And I think you know what I'm talking about, Hayley. I think you know what I've captured on audio that I'm going to reveal to them. These guys don't. You haven't heard this.
I'm kind of with Kiki. I want farts.
Are you in for a real treat? You're in for a real treat. Some real interesting revelations that are going to come out on tonight's show.
She literally can't look at any of us right now. I don't...
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Tommy's not heard this. Kev's not heard this. Hayley's not heard this. I have heard this. And I think Hayley knows what I've captured, because it's obviously been over the past couple of weeks. Hayley, you've been away. You've not been on the show for the past couple of weeks. We've wondered why. We've wondered why it's the case she's not been here. And I've been really struggling to think, like, why you've not been here. And I've phoned you and asked you, and you've not given me a straight answer. It's all been a bit unclear. So I was kind of a bit, sort of interested to see if anything came out in the wash. And absolutely it did. And Hayley, you know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Oh, God.
You know, don't you? You know what's been caught. Are you sure you're all right with me playing this? I know it's embarrassing, but...
I suppose I'm going to have to be, because you'll play it anyway, won't you?
Yeah, yes, I will. So that is going to be played in a bit. It is now upon us. I'm going to play the nation this audio that we captured from Hayley in the toilet. Tommy, you've not heard this.
I'm excited.
Tommy, you've not heard this. Tommy.
What?
You've not heard this. Kev, you've not heard this. Hayley knows what's coming. She's not heard it either. The audio is going to be in your ears now. Facebook.com/The Alex Baker Show. Get on there. Thoughts, opinions, feedback. This will blow your mind.
No, I don't know what to do anymore. Oh, God, it's really killing me. I'm not joking. The thing is, I really, really like his girlfriend, and she's so nice and everything, and every time I'm around him, I just, oh, God, he's just, I just feel like I can't restrain myself whenever I'm around him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like whenever I do the show with Tommy, he's just like sat there, and I don't know what to do anymore because I just can't take it. Like, literally, my heart, it feels like my chest can't contain it anymore, and it just breaks every time I see him with his girlfriend and that, and I just love him so much, and I don't know what to do. Tell me what to do. No, yeah, that's why I haven't been to the show in the last few weeks. I can't take it. No, I can't tell him anything. Of course I can't. I just love Tommy so much.
See, that was amazing, and that's where I just love Tommy so much comes from. It comes from the time that we bugged Hayley's toilet and managed to accidentally collect some audio when she was on the phone to her friend of her revealing her love for our very own Tommy. And you may have heard Tommy within that as well. All the people that say Tommy's not real, Tommy is real. There he was in that little bit of stuff from last year. That was February of 2010. Wow. It was that long ago.
Long time.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
So professional, so slick. So I roll. So in the studio with me is Kevin.
Hi.
What's cracking, Kevin?
Fork.
Oh, hilarious. Oh, God, you can tell it really is a way. So what we were talking about earlier is the fact that we're doing kind of a best-of show in a way today. It's sort of a best-of. What we're doing, we're kind of looking back at some of the best bits. So it kind of is, I guess, but they're not really the best bits. I'd hate to say that all the stuff that happens on the show tonight is the best things we've ever done. That wouldn't be accurate.
I thought you were going to go down the path of, well, choosing your best bits is like choosing your children.
No, God, I'm not that conceited. It's more like they're not the best bits. They're just bits that we haven't really highlighted on the show before, and we thought this would be a nice opportunity to do that. We did only actually decide to do this in the first link of the show, so it's kind of a bit all on the fly, so apologies if it goes a bit wayward.
Carry on my wayward son.
So anyway, we're getting everyone up to speed, basically, taking a look back at some of our favourite bits rather than the best bits from the show over the past couple of years. And you may or may not be aware that we get some of the best celebrity guests on the show from time to time. I don't know if you've ever met a celebrity, but they always look totally different from how you'd imagine in real life. Have you ever met a celebrity, Kev?
I've met a few.
And don't you think? I remember when I met Rachel Stevens. You know Rachel Stevens?
Yeah.
I met her years and years and years ago. Actually, her stepsister used to fancy me. All right, darling. Unfortunately, she didn't look anything like Rachel Stevens, but let's not worry about that. And I saw Rachel Stevens, and she was this tiny little midget lady, and she was so small, and she looked so normal. And I remember just thinking, oh, all my dreams and illusions were shattered. The only person that kind of looked like how I'd expected him to look was Tom Jones.
Yes.
He looked kind of exactly...
He looked an even more extreme version of how I expected him to look.
Yeah, but even oranger.
Yeah.
But usually, celebrities are quite sort of disappointing looking when you meet them in real life. And what I've noticed as well is that people on the phone, celebrities on the phone, I've noticed over the years, they all seem to sound different from how I'd expect them to sound. You know, it's really weird. But we get lots of celebrity guests on this show, and we've had so many different people on, from kind of people that you'd never imagine to be interviewed, like Santa, Tooth Fairy, to people like MySpace Tom, you know, the guy that set up MySpace, Cheryl Cole, JLS, I mean, you know, Frankie Corcosa we had on the other day from X Factor. We get all these kind of mainstream celebrities on all the time. But these four, I'm going to play you four people that we've called up and we've had on the show recently, or over the past couple of years. And these are definitely four of my favourite. We'll start things off with Santa.
Hello?
Hello, Santa. It's Alex, mate.
Oh, you're right, Alex. How are you?
I'm feeling great. I've had a really nice Christmas, man, thanks to you. I really appreciate it. How's things with you?
Yeah, no, I'm great, mate. Yeah, great.
Wicked.
Bit of a funny time of year, like, bit busy.
I bet.
Yeah, but it's all good.
It must be kind of a weird time of year as well, Santa, because, like, you know, you've been so busy for so long, but you don't have to do it all yourself, though, do you, Santa? Like, you've got a good workforce working for you, sort of.
Well, you know, I've got, like, a bunch of elves, nice, so they all work.
Yeah, the elves?
Yeah, don't pay them. They're like little slaves, really, yeah.
Oh, right, so you actually do treat the elves like slaves?
Yeah.
To be honest, mate, I phoned the Easter Bunny a couple of weeks back and he said he hates you. And one of the reasons he hates you is because you treat your elves like slaves, but I didn't think he was being serious.
No, actually I heard about that, yeah. I heard that on the show.
Right.
Easter Bunny doesn't like me at all, proper hates me.
Yeah, I know.
But he's right, it is like a sweatshop, yeah.
What?
I just get them in because they're dead cheap.
Because they're cheap? What?
You know, and they don't need to eat so much because they're so small.
Oh, my God.
And you know, you don't really need to give them any drinks because they just drink each other's tears.
They drink each other's tears? So you know they're not happy?
Yeah, they're all totally miserable. Yeah,
oh, right.
Totally miserable. But it's all for a good cause.
What?
You know, that's the thing. People always go on at me and they know what goes on behind the scenes. They always have a go at me and say, you know, I have to remind them. Alex. I have to say, you know, it's all for a good cause.
Yeah, but it's not good if they're suffering, is it?
That's why I'm here, to make Christmas better for everybody.
Yeah, but Santa, it's not better for everyone if you, Santa, are basically running an international sweatshop with a slave workforce, you know?
Oh, don't worry about it. They love it. It's fine. It gives them something to do. That or death. You know what I mean?
Death?
Because when they break the legs and that, they just get killed. So I wouldn't save them in the first place, because I get them all from Lapland.
Right.
I get them all from Lapland.
Yeah.
And I save them from a fate worse than a fate worse than death. You know, over there it's so cold, and their little skinny frames, they just freeze. Limbs falling off left, right and centre. It's disgusting. It's like an elven massacre over there. It's gross. So get them in, get them over, make them slaves, make them work and stuff, and don't need to pay them anything. It's fine. Better than dying, freezing to death in Lapland, eh?
Well, not really. It's kind of, you know, you bring them over and you turn them into slaves, mate.
And, you know, like I say, the ones that break their legs or whatever, just get rid of them.
What do you mean, get rid of them? What, like kill them? You can't just kill elves. What?
Chuck them into instantaneous mechanical destruction machine, yeah?
Instantaneous mechanical... You actually use an instantaneous mechanical destruction machine?
Yeah.
Right.
It's great, yeah.
Well, it's not really great, Santa, to be honest. I've always thought of you as being, you know, a decent dude. Really? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not really on board with the whole sweatshop thing, but on the other hand, I suppose it is good that you help out kids at Christmas, so, I don't know, from the kids' perspective, present-wise, I mean, has it been a good year?
Good year this year, yeah.
Good, right, so you've been making a lot of people happy then this Christmas?
Yep, beat my personal best this year, yeah.
Oh, good, so there's loads of great presents going out there for the kids, loads of wicked stuff this year.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, it's not so much about big presents.
Right.
You know, it's more about extracurricular activity, really.
But what do you mean by that? You're Santa, you're all about the presents, surely. What do you mean?
Well, you know, like, you know...
What?
A bit of rough and tumble.
I'm not really sure where you're going with that, Santa, but I don't like the sound of it, so probably never speak to you again, and see you later.
Hello.
Hello, is that the Tooth Fairy, mate? It's Alex.
Oh, hello, Alex, mate. How are you?
I'm good, dude. How are you? It's been ages since we last spoke.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Well,
Yeah?
well, to be honest, I'm not quite fine. Things are a bit tough at the moment.
Oh, mate, well, what's wrong, like?
Well, you know, just financially, really.
Oh, what, the recession, everything's been getting everyone down, hasn't it?
No,
like, you know-
not like that. No, don't be daft. I'm an existential being. I live in my own plane. Me, Santa,
Yeah.
Easter Bunny. We don't need to worry about money.
I suppose not.
Problem for common folk.
Well, surely you've got to live somehow, though.
No, but I've got my own economy, haven't I? Tooth Fairy. You know my business. I go into Kiddie's house,
Yeah.
get the teeth, leave them some cash.
That's true.
Problem is, who the wants teeth? No one wants them. Can't shift them.
Yeah.
Got a cloak full of teeth. Go out into the market and say, anyone wants some teeth? Everyone just looks at me like I'm a weirdo.
Oh, mate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well...
What you do with all those kids' teeth? You freak. And I'm like, well, I'm Tooth Fairy. And they look at me like, oh, yeah, of course you are, mate. No, I really am. I've got a cloak and the little wings, and I can come in your room and take your teeth.
Oh, mate, I feel bad.
I don't know what to do.
I feel bad for you.
No, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, well...
It's an absolute nightmare. I've got no money. You know, and every single time, little kid in the whole world, Alex, not talking about one region, not talking about Yorkshire or, you know, West Midlands or London, talking about the whole world. Every single time kid loses tooth, I've got to go there and give them money. Money I haven't got. Where am I supposed to get this money from? No one wants to buy the teeth, so I've got no money to give to kids.
Jeez.
It's just totally backwards.
Well, how long have you been doing it for, mate?
I inherited business from my dad.
Yeah.
And he was doing it for years. And he used to go off, to kids' house, come back with the teeth. And I didn't think anything of it. I thought, teeth, great. One day, when I'm older, I'll have loads of teeth and life will be easy.
Well, how did he make it work?
I don't know. I don't know who he sold them to.
No, well, no.
That's an absolute nightmare. And my son keeps going on at me, keeps saying, Dad, when are you going to teach me trade?
Oh.
I have to look at him in the eye and say, son, I don't think it's for you. I mean, you're better off being a plumber or an accountant or a lawyer.
Yeah.
There's no money in teeth. No one cares about teeth anymore.
Oh.
It's terrible. I'm absolutely flat broke. I'm considering, I'll tell you, this is how far it's gone, Alex. I'm considering not waiting.
What do you mean? What do you mean, not waiting?
No, because at the moment, I've got to wait, haven't I, till kid's tooth has fallen out before I can go and get the tooth.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, why wait?
What?
Thinking about punching kid in the face and getting his teeth, one-stop shop.
Well, sort of despite the moral implications there, if you can't sell the teeth, though, Tooth Fairy, what's the point, like?
Well, because it's all about bulk these days, isn't it? People want to buy stuff in bulk.
Right.
I went down dry cleaners the other day to get my cloak cleaned.
Yeah.
I went to the shop on the way.
Right.
Walked out with 2 big bottles of shampoo because they were buy one, get one free. I haven't even got hair. What am I going to use shampoo for?
Oh, dear.
Absolutely ridiculous. So I figured, because everyone likes bulk, everyone likes buying in bulk.
Yeah.
If I just, go to the market with big bag of teeth,
Right.
and say, here you go, here's all the teeth you could ever need, someone will buy it, won't they? They'll be impressed by the bulk. Hello?
Hi, is that MySpace Tom?
Yes, it is, Alex. It's me. How are you?
I'm cool, mate.
Oh, I'm so excited that someone's finally got in contact with me.
Oh, what do you mean?
I've been so alone.
Oh.
I've been so lonely. It's been awful.
Well, what's happened? Why are you so lonely, mate?
Well, because that Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook still are my friends, didn't they?
Oh, mate.
It's been awful.
Oh, Tom.
At one point, I was Tom, MySpace Tom. Everyone knew who I was.
Yeah.
Every single person that went on the website, they'd know that they were friends with me. I had friends coming out my arse. I couldn't move for friends.
Yeah.
Friends everywhere, left, right and centre. And then before I knew it, I had no one.
Oh.
No one cared, and everyone was going on that Facebook and going, oh, isn't it great? Oh, Mark, I love you, Mark. Let's make a movie about Mark. Where's my f***ing movie?
Oh.
No one's made one about me.
No, well...
Maybe I don't. If they do, maybe that Justin Timberlake will play me.
Well, maybe. He's probably a little bit too big, though, don't you think?
Oh, okay, maybe not then.
Yeah.
Maybe Dustin Hoffman.
Maybe. Again, though, he might be a little bit too high profile for you, mate.
No, okay. Well, is anyone out? Who's good?
Steven Seagal, he's good.
Steven Seagal?
Yeah, what's...
Oh, I guess I'll take it. Or Jean-Claude.
No.
Oh, not even Jean-Claude.
No, he's too big, mate.
Oh.
Sorry. But how's it all going? Like, you've relaunched and stuff, right?
Well, no, it's not been going great. It's not been going great, no.
Oh.
We tried to relaunch it. I even made new logo on Paint.
Yeah.
Paint on accessories and Windows.
Yeah.
Made it its new logo. It's got the My from the MySpace, and then it's just a space.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought, oh, that's really clever. Everyone's going to love that. Going to get loads of friends. See a boost on graph.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Oh.
No one.
Oh. But, people still use it for bands and stuff. Don't they have the music thing and bands and stuff?
No, yeah, you're right. Bands do still use it. In fact, if I just go on right now,
Yeah.
let's have a look. There's a band here just posted from Twitter because they've integrated Twitter, like nicked off the idea of Facebook.
Yeah.
And so here we go. Just checking out my new MySpace profile. It's bizarre how crap it is, even though they spent millions refurbishing. Oh, that's not a good one.
Oh, not really.
There must be a good one here. Oh, here's one. Oh, loving the new MySpace. It's unbelievable how something so great could become so shit all of a sudden.
Oh, mate.
Oh, that's not a good one either.
No.
I don't really think there's many good ones on here, mate.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
I haven't really got any friends anymore.
Oh, Tom, it's all sort of falling apart, isn't it?
I have to sing that song from... that song from that film, Bridget Jones.
Oh, all by myself.
Oh, I met that Bridget Jones once at a party. She was really nice.
Oh, yeah?
She said she wanted to add me on... Actually, no, she said Facebook.
Oh.
I don't know why I bother. Hello?
Hi, Cheryl, it's Alex.
All right, Alex, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, Cheryl. How are you? How's things? How you been?
Oh, yeah, great. No.
Isn't it a bit tough at the moment? Things a bit getting...
No, it's been kind of tough.
Yeah.
It's been been a bit tough.
I bet it has. It must be difficult getting hounded by the press all the time, you know?
Well, I mean, no, not tough like that. It's just a bit boring.
Boring?
It's a bit boring at the moment.
Why is it boring?
Because all judges know who's going to win, don't we?
Wait, you mean you've got a good idea about who might win, in the public votes?
Well, no.
What?
No,
what do you mean?
we all know.
What do you mean you mean you might know?
No, we actually know. We know who's going to win because we've decided who we want to win.
Oh, right.
Yeah, cool.
What you're saying it's a fix? Like,
don't be stupid, Alex. Everybody knows it's a fix, Bab.
But surely the public, they vote and stuff, right?
No, of course not. Don't listen to the public.
Oh.
What the public know? Don't know anything.
So you don't listen to the public?
No, that's why it's all about stories. Get the good stories.
Right.
Get sympathy votes. So when, a peasant or whatever wins the prize, then everyone thinks, they haven't got any money. It'd be nice to give them some money for buying a record.
Yeah, well...
But they don't know, though, public, because they're not going to get any money anyway, because we're going to keep it all.
Oh.
No, it's brilliant.
It's not really brilliant, though, is it?
No, it's brilliant, yeah.
Right, brilliant for you.
Yeah, anyway, best to go. Got to do Extra Factor.
Oh, Extra Factor, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, Extra Factor.
That's rubbish, isn't it, that?
No, it is Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, bye.
There we go, Cheryl Cole on the big show. Little selection there of some of the celebrity guests we've had over the years here on the Alex Baker Show. Oh, my name's Alex Baker, by the way. Good evening. That was Cheryl Cole. Before her, it was MySpace Tom. Tom, the guy who made MySpace. Mm-hmm. Before, he was a bit of a sad character, wasn't he?
I feel so sorry for him.
I know, poor Tom. I like the bit at the end of that call where it's like, I met that Bridget Jones, and then and she's like, she tried to add me on MySpace. Oh, no, it was Facebook. Poor MySpace Tom, poor guy. Then we had the Tooth Fairy, obviously the mythical Tooth Fairy, got him on. Bit of an exclusive, that one. And before Tooth Fairy, it was Santa as well, which we actually spoke to him outside of season, I think, as I recall. So, again, bit of an exclusive here on the Alex Baker Show. But anyway, so lots of stuff coming up as we look back at the kind of past couple of years of the show. Got some Lower Than Atlantis on the way, some Kings of Leon. And up next, and something else involving the lovely, delectable Hayley Uden. We found out that apparently there'd been some research carried out that said that the supermarket was the #1 place in the world to meet a significant other. Like to pick up chicks, essentially.
I remember this.
To put it in vernacular terms. The #1 place in the world. Supermarket. Not clubs. Oh, no. Not like online. No, don't be daft. In a supermarket.
Yeah.
We weren't massively convinced that would be the case, so we'd sent Hayley to a supermarket to chat people up. It didn't go well. It's coming up next.
Kerrang Radio.
Alex Baker Show.
Hayley nor Tommy are here today. Both complete letdowns. Tommy, I've heard a rumour that Tommy's going to be coming back to the show soon, but Hayley's been really ill. She's almost died. She didn't almost die, but she was in agony. Actual agonising. Why am I finding this funny?
You should send her some get well treats like cakes and things like that.
Yeah.
But send them here.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
so you can eat them.
And we'll pass them on, honestly.
Oh, I thought you were saying I should send them. So I was thinking, what? I have to go to the post office.
No, the listeners should send
post some cakes to myself at the office.
No, the listeners should send them here and we'll totes pass them on.
Yeah, totes. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it. Send it. Kerrang Radio, 20 London Street, Birmingham B3 1AQ.
Yeah,
do it. Don't send Anthrax, please. That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're in the middle of a bit of a... It's not a best of. It's not a best of. These aren't the best things we've ever done. I have to make that clear. But what we are in the middle of is kind of a look back at various different japes we've got up to over the years. Loads of people have actually requested that we did this. It's kind of why this idea came about. Loads of people said, you've talked about the time you sent Hayley to the supermarket, but I've never heard it, so I don't really know what it is. Or you've talked about when you say, I just love Tommy so much, but you've never really explained it. If you listen to the start of the show from today, if you listen from today, from the start of the show, I can't speak! Then you will now understand what I mean when I say, I just love Tommy so much. That's kind of what this show's all about. So we sent Hayley to a supermarket for various different reasons, which will be explained in this little dream sequence. Welcome to the shizzle!
The Alex Baker Show.
Kerrang Radio.
Oh, yeah! So,
welcome to the show. My name's Alex Baker. This is The Alex Baker Show. Every single Sunday night from 10 till 12, me, you, Tommy, Kevin, Haley, sitting around chatting about various different things. Now, we mentioned earlier on in the show this thing about shopping, supermarket, dating on websites. Now, if you haven't listened to the show since the start, this is a situation. A well-known supermarket chain has opened up a dating website because apparently research reveals the supermarket has overtaken the pub and the internet as the nation's #1 spot to find love. Kev.
It's just ludicrous.
Isn't that ridiculous?
I like it though. I think it's quite sweet.
I love the idea of a shopping supermarket place being a sort of training ground for sex. Like people going there from across the nation, hooking up with people in the frozen food aisle.
I like the idea that people put it on their shopping list, you know, yogurts, milk, sex, sexual partner, husband.
I've never even had a conversation with someone that I remotely fancy in a supermarket, let alone it blossomed into love. Has anyone, Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio, genuinely interested to know if anyone has been in a situation where they've been in a supermarket and fallen in love with someone? I mean, how would it work? Can you imagine me just sidling up next to a girl by the chicken breasts and going, oh, those breasts look good, and kind of looking at her eagerly, and her just going, what?
I can just imagine it being a little bit sinister.
Yeah.
And awkward.
Why would that ever happen? What could you possibly talk to people about in the supermarket? Oh, I've noticed you've gone for the drain cleaner there. Sometimes I clean the drains. All right, yeah.
Although I imagine maybe for girls, it probably does happen.
What do you want? Guys come up to girls?
Yeah, 'cause you know we spoke before about how girls, if they're out, you know, they get approached, whereas a guy doesn't as often get approached.
Yeah.
So I imagine if you're like a young, attractive girl in the supermarket...
But wouldn't that just annoy you? If you're like a young, attractive girl in the supermarket and these guys kept coming up to you and going, hello there, cracking beetroots or whatever, you just be like, what, sod off?
Yeah, probably.
It would get really annoying after a while, and it'd just be really weird. So what we've decided to do, anyway, is Hayley is not in the studio with us. We have sent Hayley to I've had to call around to find somewhere that's open, being Sunday night, but we've managed to find a sort of supermarket cum shop that's open, and we've sent Hayley over there. And I'm not even going to feed her chat lines. I just want her to just chat to blokes, really, and see if anything works out, because I can't imagine this works. Again, research reveals the supermarket has overtaken the pub and the internet as the nation's #1 spot. Above the internet and the pub.
What research?
#1 spot to find love. Seriously, exactly, what research?
Although, with Hayley, she does well enough everywhere else, so... there's a good chance.
She does, but she, you know, we've discussed in the past that she is quite easy.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm only joking. She is lovely. But Hayley should be outside. Hayley's got an earpiece in, so I'm going to be talking to her. She navigates her way through this supermarket. I can't see what she's seeing, obviously, because that'd be ridiculous, because there's no point in me seeing it, because no one at home can see it, or at the office, or wherever you are. Hello. So let's cross over to Hayley now. Hayley should be outside a supermarket. Hayley, what are you doing? Where are you at? What's going on?
I'm just outside, about to go into the supermarket.
Good. And how are you feeling? Are you feeling nervous? Are you all right?
I can't believe you guys are doing this to me.
Good.
Yet again.
Okay.
Right. So I'm just going in.
Okay, cool. Just narrate. Tell us what you can see and stuff.
Just walking around.
Okay,
I can't believe this is so embarrassing.
Don't be embarrassed.
Is there anyone in particular you want me to go for?
No, not anyone, really.
All right, then. Just sort of anyone I find attractive.
Yeah, anyone that you see.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm still...
Tell us what you can say.
I'm now in the biscuit and crisp / nut aisle.
Oh, good.
Right, okay. I think I've seen someone.
Oh, we could go get him.
He's quite tall.
Uh-huh.
He's got grey joggers on. Bonus.
How is that a bonus?
I don't know if I can do this.
Go on.
What should I start saying to him?
Just say whatever comes naturally. Just whatever.
Okay.
Cool, go for it. She's going over.
Hi there.
Hello, you right?
So have you decided on a meal then? I really can never decide what to get from these places.
No. I just need a quick ready meal, I think.
Just a meal for one?
Yeah, it's just me.
I've had the chicken tikka masala before. That was really nice.
Yeah?
I'd recommend that highly.
Oh, God, she's recommending food.
Thanks for that.
What are you doing, Hayley?
So, just here by yourself then?
Yeah, just me.
I think he's single. Get involved. Come
come on.
Are you looking at the meal for twos?
Oh, he's moved to the meal for twos.
Yeah, they're meant to be really good actually, but obviously you said you're just eating for one, but like, you know, so am I.
Try and say something about his willy or something. Get him involved.
Going for the sausage and mash. I love sausages. And mash. Cheesy mash is the best.
Oh, God.
Excuse me, sorry.
Sorry, man, you're right. If you're going to go for a curry, though, I'd recommend you get, like, the Indian selections to go with it. You can't go wrong with an onion bhaji.
I'm going to guess it.
Oh, he's gone.
Okay, then.
Oh, no.
Bye.
Oh, God, is he gone? Is he gone, Hayley?
Wow, that was awful. You don't want to talk to me at all.
Oh, my God, I'm so sorry.
Let's try again, then.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is there anyone else?
To be honest, he seemed like a bit of an arrogant beep, to be honest.
Well, he seemed all right. I think you just freaked him out.
Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, I think there might be another person.
Okay, cool.
He looks like he's alone.
Cool.
That still doesn't matter because the last guy rejected me.
Oh, come on. I'm sure it'll be fine. Come on.
Right, I'm just going to go up to him.
Try and be a bit better this time, Hayley.
Okay, hold on.
Don't freak him out.
Hi.
Hello, you right?
Yeah.
How's it going?
All right, yeah, I'm just looking at some cheese.
Oh,
God. Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, some new recipes to, you know, because I love cheese and I can never think of anything to do them with. Can you recommend anything?
Just put it on chips.
I like this guy.
Cheesy chips are a good favourite of mine as well.
Going well.
Yeah.
But, they've got quite a good range of cheese here, haven't
This guy
they?
seems more interested.
Yeah.
Roquefort. Not had that before, but it's not, to be honest.
Oh my God, Hayley, move on from the cheese.
I always like Red Leicester.
That's a good one. Although, I do love cheese, but, you know, I'm kind of like... I haven't ate it that much lately. I'm trying to, like, cut it out of my diet. Like, you know, I once had so much cheese. I went out the night before.
Don't tell the
and,
cheese
I was really hungover and I just kept eating cheese the next day and, like, it was awful. So then I ended up being sick, like, everywhere. And it looked like cottage cheese and it was just, like, you know, one of them incidents. Like,
Hayley, what are you doing?
Cheese. And, so since then, it's never really appealed to me. But, like...
No.
It's always something that I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of them...
Yeah. Okay.
You're going for the Edam then?
No, to be honest, I think I'm good for cheese.
It's good for cheese.
All right. Well, you know, if you ever wonder, I make a really good like Benedict's eggs on toast. I'm really good with my bacon.
Okay.
He's off.
No.
He's going off.
I don't know what it is. No one seems to like me.
Hey, you're rubbish at this.
I can't believe you're doing this to me. It's so humiliating.
So embarrassed for you.
I know.
I'll
Yeah.
be single forever.
No, you're not. It'll be fine. Just try someone else. Is there a girl there or anything?
Are you actually telling me to try a girl now?
Well, yeah. It hasn't worked with the blokes, has it?
Actually, to be fair,
Is that what? Have you seen one?
there's a girl down there alone.
Wicked.
Well, she's got brogues on. We know we love the brogues.
We like brogues. Sounds good.
Okay, right.
Go and chat to her.
To be honest, it can't get any worse.
No, it can't get any worse.
Right.
Go on.
Okay, I'm going to go down. Right.
Okay, well, so to speak.
Hiya. Hi. So, do you usually go for...
Oh, God, she's recommending...
Do you usually go for, like, red wine? So, I'm not a big red wine drinker. I just didn't know whether, like, you could recommend any.
No, not that often, really.
You're more of a rosé?
Yeah, I'm more of a rosé
Same
girl.
here, yeah.
Oh, got common bond.
Do you know what I found, though? Like, a good rosé... Oh, actually, if you look behind here, that one down there?
Yeah?
Yeah, that's quite a nice one.
Okay.
Or this one here, actually. It's quite an easy drink. I know it's probably really weird that I'm just saying. I
You
just
know
thought
about your
could-
wines.
Yeah. So you're just looking for your... Are you single then?
Chuck that in.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so I did... There's this thing that you can actually look out in for, like, good wine. What you do is you just, you know, you get it, you flip it over and stick your thumb in the bottom, and the deeper the better, really. Like,
Right, okay.
do you think that would make sense? Have you had some
No,
deeper ones
I haven't heard that before. Right, okay.
You're not getting any?
No.
No, not all.
No, sorry. No, not interested.
What was that? What did you say?
I'm not interested.
Oh, brutal.
That went so much worse.
Oh, Hayley, what are you doing?
I obviously can't pull men or women.
No, you obviously can't.
Right, that's it, guys. I'm over. I can't do
get back.
anymore. It's humiliating enough as it is.
Oh, my God.
over.
Oh my God! Oh no! Oh God! I'm not sure that she could hear me. I don't know if she could hear me that much through there because she sort of wasn't really listening to what I was saying.
Jeez.
But oh my God, Hayley just made an absolute mockery of herself.
In the last one, she sounded like she was trying to get a job.
What was she was talking about putting thumbs in bottoms and stuff. What was she thinking? Oh my God! Well, I think that just proves the point that it's impossible to pick people up in supermarkets. I mean, if Hayley can't do it, the gorgeous Hayley, can you imagine you, Kev, in a supermarket?
Oh my God.
You'd be like, oh, pickled onions. They're like my balls. You know what I mean? It'd just be awful.
Yeah, but even that, I'd probably be better off than what she was trying to say.
Oh my God, I think that's such a massive fail. We're going to have to give Hayley a cuddle when she's back.
Bless her.
Oh man,
It was so mean.
How bad was that? I remember at the time when we did that, just cringing so hard because I don't think she could hear me because she had like an earpiece on, but I think she could hear me at the start, but during it when I was trying to rein her in a bit, she started going on about that girl like, oh God. Just so intense. Anyway, welcome to the show. It's Kerrang Radio. My name's Alex Baker. We just take a little look back there at when we sent Hayley to a supermarket to try and pick people up. It didn't go well, as you've just heard. We're kind of doing this a lot tonight in the show. We're kind of looking back at things that have happened across the years. Not the best bits, just bits that we found funny and bits that are trying to help integrate you into the show if you're a new listener, because we're aware of the fact that there's a lot of people that have probably tuned in or started listening to the show in the past 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months or whatever that haven't got like the history of the show necessarily in their minds and aren't aware of all the different things we've done over the years. So we thought it'd be just a nice opportunity to do that today. Now, one thing you may or may not have noticed over the years is I have a habit of revealing far too many intimate details about myself. It's not something I ever plan. It just happens because I love the people that listen to this show. This show is absolutely ridiculous. It's only once a week, just on Sunday nights between 10 and 12, on the podcast as well. People downloading it all over the world, listening to it on the podcast, people that can't necessarily hear it when it goes out. But yeah, I do tend to reveal very, very personal details about my life to you because I feel like you're my friend. That's my point. It took me a long time to get there. Didn't it tell you all? But yeah, I feel like we're on a level, me and you, listening now. I love the fact you listen to this show because if you do listen to this show regularly, and you're not one of the kind of people that listens to it and go, what the hell is this crap, and never listens again. If you listen regularly, we're on a level because this show is so ridiculous, so stupid and so far out there. It's literally not like anything else on the whole of UK radio at all, or even US radio. So the fact that you tune and listen to it all the time means we're kindred spirits because you get it, and I love you for that. And in this little clip I'm about to play you, I thought at the time it was a great idea to tell the world about my experiences of wiping my arse for the first time. Says a bum wiping machine. Enough said. Now, I don't know whether anyone will know about this and whether I'm just going to reveal this live to the nation. But when I was a kid, you know, like, this is a really awkward thing to talk about. But you know when you're a kid and, like, you don't wipe your own bum, like your mum does it for you.
Yeah.
Right, and then you get to a certain age where you need to wipe your own bum.
What?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you?
What, did your mum still... Oh, you're pulling my leg. Oh, dear. You card. Yeah, but I had this experience once where my parents went out. And they weren't like neglecting me or anything. They just went out for a night out and we had a babysitter. And I remember I was sitting on the toilet having a poo. And this babysitter was there. And I kind of like finished my poo. And I didn't want to wipe my own bum because I hadn't done that before. So I sort of sat there sort of thinking, what do I do? And I kind of called for her. I went, hello? 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 She's like, you alright, Alex? I was like, I finished. Finished what? My poo. Wicked. So it's like, right. I was just telling you. It's my poo. I had to wipe my own arse. That's how I learned. I wonder if my parents did that on purpose.
Probably.
I was 15. Yeah, lovely stuff. I don't know why I felt the need to suddenly tell everyone about that last year, but there we go. So there we go. It is Kerrang Radio. It's the Alex Baker Show. My name's Alex Baker. Kind of looking back at stuff tonight. Got some Silverchair on the way, some core narcissistic cannibal. And we're going to be talking about Kev's wonderful, awesome things-related habit of shoehorning inventions around wacky, hilarious names that he's come up with. If you're not au fait with awesome things, it's a simple invention feature where you guys get on facebook.com/Kerrang Radio and suggest awesome things that don't exist but should exist. Because it'd be awesome if they did. Kev, doesn't lead invention first. He comes up with wacky, hilarious names and then tries to, like I say, shoehorn of invention around the name that he's come up with. One of my favourite examples of this is Benjamin Banklin. He came up with this name, Benjamin Banklin, and you could almost hear him on air struggling to come up with a concept. Luckily, I was giving him loads of rope because I was winding him up considerably by saying I couldn't understand how to visualise what he was saying and all this kind of stuff. So he had more time than he'd usually have to think about his invention. But you can hear Kevin struggling. And what we're doing today on the show is we're looking back at some of our favourite bits from over the past couple of years. Like I say, must stress, they're not the best bits. As you'll hear from this certainly isn't, I certainly hope not, a best bit of radio that we've done over the past 2 years. It's an all right bit. It's quite funny, but it's not like slick, well-produced radio gold. It's not going to win as a Sony. It'd be nice if it did.
But that's not where we aim, though, is it?
No.
We're not about that.
No. Well, it would be nice, though, wouldn't it?
That would be great.
I did win a Media Week award last week. No big deal. Just chuck that out there. And a Radio Academy, 30 under 30. No big deal. Ooh, so Sony on the way. With radio like this. Who could blame them? All right, then, Kevin, over to you. Kevin. I don't know why I said it like that. Kevin. Yeah, it sounds like I hate you. Kevin.
So it feels like it sometimes too.
Hit me. Ow. Oh, you hit me right in the face. Jesus, so Alan Partridge.
Picture the scene. You're in the queue in the bank.
I hate this place. It's one of my work. Do you know why? Because my car's outside and it's on a double yellow.
Yep.
Because there's nowhere to park.
Yep.
Right, so I'm in the queue and I'm stressing, and the woman behind the counter, she's lovely, you're really nice, but can you hurry the up? My car's in a double yellow, there's nowhere to park round here. You know that, because you work here. Stop talking to the man about his checks. Who uses checks? This is the 21st century.
Oh, man, I'm so happy you are already so on board with this one.
I'm there.
You're going to find this one so easy.
I'm at the bank. Oh, actually, no, it's my go. Hello, mate. Just going to get a... So I just get my cash out. Sorry, one sec, Kev. I've just got to pay in some cash. So that's €1, a button, and a 20p. Let's put that in that account. Do I put the chip and pin in? Chip, okay. So let's put that in there.
There's a problem with the chip also because of the amount.
5632. And oh, that's my pin. Oh.
The problem is though, because of the amount, they also need ID and all sorts. You know when you get that, you get the bank and like.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm too busy doing a balance transfer. 0% APR. What are you saying? So I wasn't listening.
Right, okay, so...
I'm at the bank.
Yeah, and you know how in the bank, you'll get like halfway round, you have to fill out one of those slips that says what you're not submitting, what do you say when you put paying in? Like a paying in slip or...
Do you?
Withdrawal or...
Are you in a bank in the 1960s? My bank, you don't have to do that. You just chuck the money at them and go, put that in there, and they go, okay.
No, but like when you do checks as well, you have to put that...
Who uses checks, Kevin?
People do. No, but okay, if it doesn't help you, it helps the people that are holding up the queue in front of you, that are paying in checks.
Oh, okay.
Or paying in ridiculous amounts of cash.
Hate those people.
Where they need to prove ID, or whether, they're opening new accounts and all that business.
Okay. My interest is fledgling.
Oh, sorry.
Move on.
I'll get on with it. So I want it to be the case that everything can be sped up really quickly.
Internet banking. Brilliant. Let's do that.
No, but you can't physically put cash into your bank account.
You don't need to. That's what's brilliant about it. You just click transfer, internet, numbers.
No, but
if
someone gives you a load of cash...
Well, you wouldn't. You just get them to transfer it to you, the internet banking. NatWest, helpful banking. There are other ones available. HSBC, the world's local bank. Lloyds TSB, Black Horse Finances. I don't know what their tagline is. Okay, so go on.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah. This is one of your... I know what's coming. This is one of Kevin's awesome things where he comes up, he wakes up in the middle of the night really excited because he's come up with a funny name for an invention. And then what he tries to do is invent a story around the funny name. So what is the funny name? Just get it off your chest. Just do it.
I need a win. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm so excited. I give you...
Oh, God. Hang on. Come on, spit it out. This is ridiculous. We're here all night.
Okay, I'll give you Benjamin Banklin.
Benjamin Banklin.
So we all know how Benjamin Franklin was a very efficient President of the United States.
Do we?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
So this is a very efficient pen.
Right.
Now, what this pen does, the Benjamin Banklin,
God, I hate my life.
so when you're in the queue in the bank...
Are we back there again?
Yeah, when you're there...
Just tell me what the pen does.
Right, the pen, whatever you need to do at that bank...
Your invention last time was a pen. Biro de Hero. I remember it well. It was just a biro that made you write rap lyrics.
Yeah, but this is fair. So it's a pen, and when you're in the queue, you grab a piece of paper... and you write whatever it is you need to do at the bank with the Benjamin Banklin. Now, the Benjamin Banklin uses a combination of recognising the exact style of your handwriting and a unique mixture of chemicals in the ink, which identifies you as you.
Okay.
So as soon as you filled out the piece of paper... and you get to the kiosk, you literally give them the paper, and whether you're paying in cash or withdrawing it...
And all the ID stuff's
everything else
done.
is done. No PIN numbers, no ID.
That's brilliant. Oh my God, this is why we rested Awesome Things. Because it's so stupid. Okay, so we've got Benjamin
No,
Franklin. Banklin.
Banklin.
Yeah.
Benjamin Banklin.
Brilliant. Okay. Awesome Things. Facebook.com/Kerrang Radio. Get your suggestions in. And we'll read out some of the best ones next week on the show. Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't got anything else to give?
What do you mean?
Else to offer?
You want me to do another one?
No. No, I don't. It's just... Is that it, really?
What's wrong with it?
Is this the link? Is that it? This show is awful. It's brilliant. You love it. You
Download the podcast! Rate and review the podcast!
subscribe to the podcast. Oh man, come on, Benjamin Banklin. Where did that come from?
I don't know, I've just got a soiree for marketing.
A soiree for marketing?
Yeah.
That doesn't even make sense.
I know.
A soiree is like an evening
It's
party.
a party, that's not the right word at all.
Woo! Having a soiree for marketing. Right, anyway, so hello, welcome to it. It's the Alex Baker Show, kind of looking back at all the best bits. Not the best bits, I keep saying that, it's not best bits.
Penchant!
Some of our favourite, a penchant.
For marketing.
Well, even that's not really right.
Isn't it?
Not really. A penchant means you really like it, doesn't mean you're good at it.
Oh.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Ooh, it's loud in the studio. Things banging, pans cracking. It's all happening. So today we're looking back at some of our favourite things that happened over the past couple of years, as requested by you guys. And also, one of the things that we're absolutely loving the most is the fact that we do random rap battles here on the show. A lot of people don't get why they happen, so I'll quickly explain. I grew up listening to a lot of rap music. I listened to a lot of rock as well and stuff like that, but I went to quite a kind of urban school, should we say. And at this urban school, there's quite a lot of people there that listen to rap music. And I sort of fell in love with it. I was really into stuff like Nas and Biggie Smalls and like kind of old school rap that was like had a message. Not this new stuff that's really pointless and all about money and, you know, hoes and cars and whatever. I'm not interested in that. I was interested in sort of politics and all that kind of stuff that they used to talk about back in the day and then the kind of 90s rap movement until they all got shot and died. So that's not funny. That's really bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I've always kind of quite liked rap music. And because of this, every now and then I slip into rap vernacular and I say words that are very, very far removed from the rock audience. I'll say things like, what's up, yo? That's not that bad. But I say stuff like I was chilling in my hizzle the other day.
Yeah.
And people are like, what? You were doing what? You were chilling in your hizzle. What is the matter with you? And when this happens, the gods of radio punish me by making me random rap battle whoever's in the studio at the time. Recently we had a random rap battle with Ed Sheeran. He completely owned us, didn't he? Ed Sheeran blew us out of the water. Yeah. Thanks. Good input there, Kev. Just nodding doesn't work. Nodding does not work.
I know. I'm sorry.
But we have.
I was just thinking about how humiliated I was when Ed Sheeran owned us.
Good. So random rap battles are fantastic, and we do really, really enjoy doing them, despite the fact we are absolutely useless at random rap battling. What happens is we choose a topic and we battle on that topic. What you're going to be listening to for the next 10 minutes or so is the contents of our mind emptied out to the world. Oh, a hip-hop beat. On the topic of horses. Fact.
So here on the Ali B Show, we
we like to be a little controversial. We'd like to talk about horses, the legs and the tails, but those who drink the semen are epic fails.
Nice. Horses are cool, they often neigh. When it comes to Christmas, you can tie them to your sleigh. But then you'd have to put antlers on their head so that they look like reindeer instead. But who am I to judge what the difference is between a reindeer and a horse? I don't know. Now I'm in the limelight cause my rhyme's tight. I don't know any more about horses, but I'll talk about myself more. You know, cause I'm not a horse, but you are a horse. That's why they call you damn horse.
It's deteriorated so much.
Oh, I started strong.
That was good. Oh, that was amazing. So I was inspired. All right. I never beat you, ever. You've got really good since you started going out with your girlfriend who likes rap. Okay. I just wanted to start with so much drama in it.
You did that really.
I know. I've got something. Okay. Horses, everybody loves them. Girls ride around at the equestrian, and guys sometimes they get good and get on a big horse and smack the shit out of it. So it goes around really fast around the track, but soon you know they're gonna be banning that bat that you smacked the horse's ass with to make it go real fast like Ryan Asquith. I don't know who he is, probably a Facebook listener. Are you on a horse, Ryan Asquith? You better be, because if you haven't got a horse, you're not a friend of mine. We gotta get divorced, cause a horse is the way. If I'm on a horse, my man be the play. Him a gonna play. Oh man, oh you
I want to
win.
cut back in.
Oh, you want to come back in? Oh, let's keep this going.
Yeah.
Kev.
If you think you're gangster, but you don't have a pony, I gotta tell you, brother, you're a phony. I can't take you seriously until you're riding bareback with me. Across the fields of Leeds. We're riding bareback across the fields of Leeds. I lost it. I'll keep getting good, strong starts and losing it.
That was amazing. Riding bareback across the horse of Leeds. Oh my god. I want to keep going. This is amazing.
You'll go.
Yeah. Let me tell you about my stirrups. I'll be driving through the field. There's no Charlie Dimmocks here. No one wants to make a garden, cause it's a field that we fear. My name is the horse, the big boss. Jumping over the gates, you're causing up a fuss. But if you're out there in the Grand National, you better be prepared to get electrocuted by the spikes coming out the floor. Motherfucking horses at your door. It wasn't even the Grand National that happened. I know. Oh, are we done?
Yeah, I think so.
Kevin wins.
Yes!
Although Hayley's was a valiant effort. It's probably the longest one Hayley's ever done before. Oh man, that was an epically good random rap battle.
Epic win!
Big fan. But Kevin, you win.
Thank you.
Bravo. And finally, on the topic of zombies.
Zombies all surrounding me. I cannot simply see the place that I want to be. That place you see is Rotherham, because that's where the no zombie zone be. I address them. I say, look, zombies. I say, look, zombies. Don't come and kill me. But they still surround me with their flesh-eating viruses and their gory nature. They're gonna hate you because they hate everything. They're so full of hate. Don't discriminate. In fact, yes, discriminate against zombies, because there's no laws against that, you see, because they're flesh-eating zombies and they gotta kill me.
That's rubbish. That was good. It was good. I like the use of the megaphone as well. Drop that into the...
Thanks.
In fact, can I have the megaphone too? I might want to use the megaphone in my rap.
Yeah, that's right, coming at ya. Like Cleopatra.
Right, here we go. Zombies, they're all around me. This sounds a little bit like Kevin Hingley's rap, but let me hit you with the lyrical attack that will blow your mind and be like rat-a-tat-tat. That's the sound of the AK-47 that people shooting when they're trying to send these zombies to heaven. But the zombies ain't gonna go there, they're gonna go to hell, cause they haven't prepared the fact that they've got no souls. Zombies are like blood-sucking mofos. When I'm on the mic, you can't lyrics excite. When I get the megaphone, I go rum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
My zombie doesn't care about me. He says you're not the man that I want you to be. I said you're not that alibi, 'cause he's the
sides, intestines first, then some toes, looking at your knees, looking at your nose. Think I wanna bite that off. Think I wanna bite that, scoff. You can't test this, cause I'm a zombie. When I'm in your house, you better be offended, because I'm gonna eat your daughter, then I'm gonna eat your mum, and I'm gonna eat your papa. I don't care, I'm a zombie, yeah.
That was so rad. That was ridiculous. Okay, I'm looking around. What weapon can I use? Extra virgin olive oil. Oh, look, it's chili infused. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, you put me off with that. Sorry. That was amazing.
Oh, look, it's chili infused. What's that even doing in here? There's actually a bottle of olive. That's Danielle.
Words. Danielle Perry. She's not a zombie, but she's pretty scary. I don't know if I'm going to have to escape on a ferry and go to the Isle of Man where the zombies cannot get me. Because it's so far away. And the only thing that happens there is the MotoGP. Where the motorbikes run around the circuit and nobody gets hurted by the zombies that eat the flesh. You know you can't test when they rise out like Giorgio Romero often predicted in his movies. Let me get to the bees. Him a guam with the bad boy sleeve.
I can't think of anything else. All right, let's keep it going for a little bit longer. All right, yeah.
Yeah, this is the situation. Picture it if you will. I'm sitting on a hill in the Lake District on a family vacation with my mums, my pops and my sis. And my sis's new boyfriend is called Dave. Dave, if you're listening, you seem like a nice guy. But things did not bode well on those fells outside, cause all of a sudden from underneath the hills came some zombies and they were looking for some cheap thrills. They saw you, they thought, that man looks kind of tasty, you get me? Shall we go and eat him? I think we should. So they walked over to you looking kind of bloodthirsty, glare in their eyes. Nice surprise, started seasoning you up, putting chilies on your thighs. Then they took a bite, yum yum yum, eating you all up. Dave, what you gonna do now you've been eaten by a zombie? Don't get near my sister, don't try and bite her, don't try and give her that blister that will turn into a zombie scar. Turn her into a zombie, make me run far away from my own sister. Are you mad? I'm gonna have to hit you with a tractor to bludgeon you to death, cause zombies ain't cool. Yeah. Whoa.
Big.
Speaking of games, you want one more go?
Yeah, go on.
You haven't got long left on the bed.
All right, won't be that long anyway.
Pop it, Kevin. Yeah.
So I'm looking out across the field and I see many, many burning pyres. You see, what's happening here is they're burning the zombie corpses. They're setting them on fire. And the light is too bright for me. So I gotta put on my sunnies on my face so they don't shield my eyes from the zombie fire. It's burning up inside ya. And now we're gonna be all dead from either the fire or the zombie bites. Either way, we're screwed. And you know I'm not a dude because I don't have a but I'll put it inside of you. What? Amazing.
Big dog.
Oh, there we go. Some of our favourite random rap battles from the past couple of years. Zombies. I love that. Across the fields of Leeds. That one you did about horses. I cried with laughter at the time when we did that.
Man.
Oh, it was so funny. Oh, I do. Anyway, so hello, welcome to the show. My name's Alex Baker. We're looking back at some of our favourite bits from the past couple of years. Coming up next, your last opportunity. I'm never going to play it again after this time. So this is your last opportunity to hear the Johnny Doom story.
Unless you're downloading this show on the podcast.
Of course.
Which will be available as usual. So
yeah, in which case you can listen to it again and again, to your heart's content. It's the story of how Johnny Doom exists. I don't know what to say.
It's the history, the legacy of Johnny Doom.
It's the legacy of Johnny Doom.
The Alex Baker Show.
Kerrang Radio.
This has been kind of a bit of a weird show tonight where we decided to just randomly take a look back at loads of stuff that we've done over the past couple of years and try and get new listeners up to speed, really, because we're kind of aware of the fact that a lot of people that listen to the show, maybe you've only tuned in the past 6 months or so. Our latest Radar showed a massive increase in listeners, which is lovely. But obviously that means a lot of new people have been started listening in the past 3 months. And all those people probably don't know about all the different things we've done over the years. So we thought now was a nice opportunity to sort of let people know about all the different things we've done over the years and get more involved in the show generally.
I especially like the idea that there might be some people listening tonight for the first time ever.
Yeah.
So it's really special for them because they're getting an insight into the whole Alex Baker Show experience.
Well, I think it would probably be a bit conceited to say it's really special. I think, like, you're having your first child, getting married, being christened, these sort of things are really special. Listening to this show, it's not one of those things. But there we go, right? So Johnny Doom's on the way, like I say, and I have actually created and crafted a Johnny Doom story, which we first aired on the show about 10 months ago, maybe a little bit longer. We have aired it again since, but we've never done it again since because it's quite long. It's 14 minutes of epic adventure, which I'm about to pollute your mind with. And this is the last time I'm ever going to play it on air. This is going to be available, this whole show, as a podcast, as it always is on iTunes. And if you want to listen to it again and again, you can on there. But I am never going to ever air this on air ever again, ever. So this is your final time. If you're not involved in the world of podcasts, if you don't listen to things on handheld devices, you only listen to the radio, this is your last opportunity to hear the Johnny Doom story. So here we go. See you next week. The overlord of the world of metal, Mr. Jonathan Doom, is on his way with his brand of metal so metallic, so true, that it will shake the scales off the dragon Ironhide. Yeah, thanks for that. Who lives in the fiery pits of the webs of Witchybold. And let us not forget that the dragon Ironhide isn't always best pleased when his complex sleep and hibernation cycle is disrupted by modern man. On our heads be it if we forget the lessons we learnt from previous experience. It was the year 1412, and across the lands, for the first time in years, there was a gentle calm amongst the townspeople. For over 50 years, their humble city had been plagued by the dragon Ironhide. A dragon with scales made from a panpipe-like skin that whistled as he flew across the region, laying waste to all in his path. The dragon struck terror into the very hearts of the townspeople. Not only did he breathe fire and smell like absolute shite, really, but the panpipe scales on his back had a composition just so that when he flew through the air and the wind passed over them, not only did they whistle, they would fill the air with a sickening, blood-curdling tune that terrified the townspeople. The sound was like nothing anyone had ever heard before. Parents couldn't console their children. Wives screamed for hours upon end, and the men wept uncontrollable tears of fear as they thought their lives would never be the same again. However, all of a sudden in the year 1412, Ironhide, yet the dragon disappeared deep into the chambers of the webs of Witchybold. Incidentally, I've got no idea what the webs of Witchbold are, or even if they're the kind of things that actually have chambers. I just drove past a sign for them on the M5 and thought they sounded cool, so anyway. And as the dragon went into the chambers of the webs of Witchybold, calm was restored once more to the region. But although the year 1412 initially provided a much-needed respite for the townspeople, that would soon all change.
G'day, Cheryl. I'm really excited about this season's Peasant Factor. I found this stable boy who really can't sing, but has got a really sad backstory about something. I can't really remember what. In fact, it probably wasn't even that bad. But the producers will make it seem loads worse in an attempt to curry favour, boost votes, and make the franchise even more money. Oh, Danny, that's great stuff. Great. I'm really excited to prospect of making some more money. Let's just hope I don't mess it all up by thwacking another toilet attendant in the face.
So what's going on here?
Oh, hello, Louis. We're just talking about this season's peasant factor.
Oh, aye, great stuff. I've got the perfect song for whoever wins. It goes like this. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to wall a sullen land. And as the idiot Louis began to sing, he was totally unaware that the song he sung was the exact same tune that emanated from the almighty Ironhides. Yeah, it was the exact same tune that emanated from the dragon's panpipe-like scales, and as feared, things did not progress well.
Oh no, Louis, what have you done? Yeah, mate, hate to say it, but it looks like you've awoken some sort of beast.
Upon hearing the tune that bears such a striking resemblance to the sound that emanated from his panpipe-like scales as he whistled through the air, the dragon Ironhide burst forth from the webs of Witchebold and began laying waste to the townspeople. And all the while as he soared terrifyingly through the air, his panpipe-like scales emitted that deathly sound. It was horrible. I can't even watch. Shario had unleashed the beast, and it seemed all hope was to be lost forever. But there was a man recently come of age that saw things a little differently. He was the child of a blacksmith and a dancer, and was conceived in the fiery pit of Margernonrib. Just Birmingham backwards. This child was born with a full head of hair, each strand as black as the night sky. He had large yet deep-set eyes that gave the child an air of mystery and intrigues the townspeople. He thought he looked like the kind of child who could one day bring about the end of all things. The child's parents loved him so dearly, but his appearance and love for playing with his dad's blacksmithery tools led them to bestow upon the child an affectionate yet dark nickname. They called him Doom. Growing up, Doom was obsessed with metal. He played with metal. He forged metal in the fires with his father. And one day, he even created a totally new type of metal that was as thin as hair and made a sound when plucked. By his teens, Doom had created 6 of these hair-like pieces of steel, each slightly thicker than the last. Impressed by Doom's efforts, one day his father gave Doom his old battle axe. Here you go, mate. And told him that he'd become a man and would need to use his love of metal and the axe to one day find a way to defeat the dragon, Ironhide. Doom attached the hair-like pieces of steel that he'd invented to the old battle axe, and as Doom strummed all the thin pieces of steel together, a sound creeped forth from the axe, a sound so crisp, so strong, and so potent that it can only be described as the literal sound of metal. So Doom spent a year perfecting the sound and even invented electricity. And a complex system of valves in order to hone the sound of his metal. It was a huge process and it's very complicated, so we won't get into specifics right now or the utter absurdity of the story. But the fact remains that he turned his literal sound of metal into the metaphorical musical term that we have all come to know and love. The sound of metal. That's better. He called his creation a battle axe with 6 pieces of tightly wound metal of varying degrees of thickness attached to it in a way that allows the 6 pieces of tightly wound metal to vibrate and create a sound that can be refined when utilised in conjunction with other pieces of off-board electrical valve-based equipment. But realising that this name was perhaps lacking in punch, he shortened the name of his creation to simply his axe. The people behind Peasant Factor had awoken the dragon and his terrible tune. Oh, I don't even want to hear it. But Doom, armed with his axe, was prepared to change everything. Meanwhile, the new series of Peasant Factor kicked off big time, and against all odds, You Raise Me Up became a massive hit. One townsperson remarked that,
Yeah, I do know what you mean. You Raise Me Up does bear a striking resemblance to the terrifying tune that emits from the dragon's panpipe scales, yeah. But the fact that this time round it's been sung by an attractive, well-dressed male rather than by a savage, child-killing monster makes it more appealing. You know what I mean?
over time, the halo effect of the success of You Raise Me Up was unbelievable. Children and adults alike began to welcome the destructive force of the dragon Ironhide. They seemed to enjoy his bloodthirsty visits, as it meant they got to hear their new favourite song, even when Peasant Factor wasn't in town. There was no CDs back then, you see. Although all their friends and families were dying all around them, they just didn't care. All they cared about was hearing that tune. But Doom had not forgotten how the now oddly popular dragon had massacred his friends and their children, and with fierce anger in his heart at the fact that this popular dragon seemed to instill the message into the marauding masses that antisocial behaviour is in some way okay, Doom took up his axe and headed for the webs of Witchybold, where he knew the dragon lived. The battle dragged on for days. Wielding his axe, Doom struck blow after blow. Ironhide. Now's really not the time for that. Anyway, sorry. Ironhide. Oh, Jesus Christ. The dragon, fine, began to fall at the might of Doom's axe. The dragon began to realise the music his scales offered could never match up to the might of Doom's metal. And after a full week of battling, the dragon shed his scales and passed on into the next world. As his name suggested it would, Doom really did bring about the end of all things. But not for the townspeople. For the dragon. Ironhide. Oh, fortune. So now you don't play the dramatic music? Oh, you've played it every single time I've said Ironhide. And now I say Ironhide all dramatically. You don't play it. What's up with that?
Alex, Ironhide's dead now, isn't he, in the story? So there's no point giving him dramatic music. He's dead.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Well, sorry for mentioning it, really. It just took me by surprise, you know? You know when you're expecting something, it just doesn't happen. I was thinking, was this a technical error? Where's the music? You know, what's going on? Should I just carry on, you know?
I know. Just carry on, mate. It's all good. Like, no music. Just carry on.
Okay, cool. Doom had destroyed Ironhide and restored peace to the lands. And although the townspeople were brainwashed into believing they missed the tune that came from the dragon's panpipe scales, they were now, for the first time in years, safe once more. Doom successfully applied for a license to slay any future weirdly popular dragons, but unfortunately, despite the license actually being granted, the postal service in the 1400s was really quite bad, so by the time the license arrived, it was too late, and Doom had already passed away into the next world.
In honour, however, of the legacy of Doom, his axe and his love of metal so true, every Sunday to Thursday on Kerrang Radio, Kerrang pays tribute to Doom and his heroic tale with a show entitled The Late License with Johnny Doom.
So yeah, Late License with Johnny Doom up next here on Kerrang. See you later.
Would have been better if he was a wizard.
The Alex Baker Show podcast.
Wonder Sperm! Wonder Sperm! So there we go. Episode 17 of the Alex Baker Show podcast, also known as the Alex Baker Show podcast, episode 17, Darth has a bath. My name's Alex Baker. This is the Alex Baker Show podcast, episode 17.
I thought you were going to say, so there we go, episode 17 of the Alex Baker Show podcast, also known as the Alex Baker Show podcast, episode 17. It is technically also known as that.
It is. So one thing I think is really important to bear in mind is that I love Twitter. And if you ever talk about the Alex Baker Show on Twitter, I'll love you forever. No, if you ever do, then make sure you put a hashtag. So do hashtag, then all one word, the Alex Baker Show. All one word. Just that way, like, you know, we can keep the comments coming in and we can see them better and stuff like that. But also make sure you add me as well if you don't find me like an annoying waste of space. Then at Alex Bakerman is my Twitter. Kevin's is
at Kevin Hingley. That's KevinHingley.
You can also add Hayley Uddin, and you can also add Tommy. I draw dicks. It's Tommy's I_draw_dicks. Yeah. He's so mature, isn't he, Thomas? Sensible. But mostly add mine at Alex Bakerman because I love to hear from you guys.
Well, they can only add you once.
What do you mean?
You said like mostly add mine. They can only add you once. They can't add like you 5 times, me 3 times.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're going to add anyone, add me.
Oh, okay.
Apart from people that are great, like, I don't know.
Apart from people that are great.
Yeah, you know, like...
cool sense talking, bro.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'm not making any sense. So anyway, so what are we going to talk about now? It's the end of the podcast. Are we going to talk about something?
Well, that was the favourite moments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This probably isn't one of them.
Do you know what? It was interesting actually doing that show because we weren't sure how it was going to go down. We weren't sure whether people were going to just think of it as a cheap-ass version of the show. But actually the response was really good, and people were like, oh, I forgot about this, or I forgot about that. Yeah. And new listeners were like, oh, now I get what that means and what that's about. And that's exactly what we wanted to achieve. We wanted it to be like more inclusive and for everyone to be part of the jokes and everything like that. So I'm really pleased we did it. We have to do another one. We might do another one over Christmas sort of time. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, basically. One thing you have to do as well is put lots of pressure on the Radio Academy and tell them they need to give me a Sony.
Yeah, let's all write to the Radio Academy.
Everyone writes to the Radio Academy and say, how come Alex Baker from Kerrang Radio has not got a Sony yet? Like, he does all these amazing varied programmes and you've not given him a Sony. I think you should sort that out. And hopefully if enough of you write, say like 5 million, then perhaps they'll listen to you.
We should see how many different categories we can sort of sneak into.
Yeah.
Like, even stretch it within an inch of its life.
I wonder if this, because there's no music, can be entered into the speech category.
What, the podcast?
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's a form of broadcasting.
And then, you know, so we could put it in for Best Entertainment Show, Best Speech Show.
Yeah.
Put me in for Rising Star, you know?
No, not doing that. Because if you won, my heart would break.
Yeah.
Because that's happened to me before. Yeah. People might not remember this, right? Amy Jones was this young girl who just got a magnificently fluky break in radio. And then me and Amy Jones went up against each other. And without trying to sound like a prick, I was way better than Amy Jones.
Yeah, thanks.
And then she got nominated for a Rising Star, and I didn't. And I later found out that my boss at the time hadn't even put me forward for it, even though he said he had. So I had to go through the pains and the trauma of my colleague getting all these accolades, thinking that I wasn't good enough, and I wasn't even ever put forward for it. So I couldn't go through that again. You have to, if you get your own show and then you get nominated, fine.
Would that be fine?
I'd have to swallow sadness.
Yeah, you'd still be crying deeply.
I'd cry deeply and swallow sadness.
But it's funny because I sort of walked into Amy Jones's little shoes. Like, I use her old drawers, and I have all her old magazine subscriptions that get sent here.
You do. You get the 40 and Times and Skin Deep.
Yeah.
But I have to say, your breasts are nowhere near as impressive as Amy Jones's.
Which is not saying that's anything to do with anything, but
no.
Just.
Well, I don't know what you're implying.
Yeah, no.
I'm not sure that it's not going to get us in trouble.
No.
So let's wave goodbye to this merry show.
Yeah.
Goodbye, merry show. And we'll see you next time for more raging good times.
Oh, before you go. Why
do I tell everyone? Why do I tell everyone all the innermost secrets of my life?
I know. Why'd you bring all that up?
I don't know. I don't know why I've just mentioned all of that.
And then why make me go all libelous?
I don't know. I'm sorry. It's the effect I have on people.
This is supposed to be exclusive behind the scenes.
It is supposed to be, but that's really exclusive behind the scenes. I haven't told many people that, and now millions of people know.
Yeah. Exclusive.
How embarrassing.
Well, maybe, it's just even more evidence that you deserve it.
I don't deserve it. I'm not good enough. You have to be really good to win a Sono. They're like the creme de la creme.
Really?
Yeah, you have to be really good. Really, really good. But when we did the show with Nick Majerison the night before, again, people might remember the night before, that show was amazing. Like, this show's stupid.
Yeah.
that show was like thought-provoking, well put together. Nick was like the most incredible broadcaster, and he never won. Tim Shaw, he was amazing. He never won a Sony. You've got to be really good to win a Sony.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah.
Jarvis
Cocker.
Really. Yeah, he got one.
Yeah.
Moyles,
Yeah.
he had one. He's had a few.
Mm-hmm.
He brought his parents along to the ceremony. BBC paid for that. We paid for them.
Ooh.
I'm only joking. His parents he probably paid for his parents to go. I'm only joking.
But yeah,
so you have to be really good.
You're not letting me move on.
Sorry, no, carry on.
You keep going on about it.
No, I know.
We know you have to be really good.
You have to be really
and
good.
you will one day be really good.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, just wanted to say, before you
This
go,
better be really good,
not
otherwise
that
it's not
they're
going to win
going
as a Sano.
Of course it's really good.
Okay.
Everything we do is really good.
It's not though, is it?
Just when the glove is on the other hand,
Yeah.
it probably won't fit.
That's actually quite true. I've never thought about it like that.
Mm.
I suppose. But the thing is, if the cap fits, then, it's probably the case that it's your cap. Because if it doesn't fit, it probably isn't yours.
Yeah.
If you found it, you should probably be thinking, oh, it's obviously not my cap.
Yeah. Why would it fit?
Exactly.
Why should it?
Exactly. But if it's your cap, it's going to fit, isn't it?
Obviously.
So, stupid,
And
really.
you can't really, you can't really get quicker than a quick fit fitter.
No.
Because
there are other fitters.
Yeah. But they're just quite fast.
Yeah. They're not going to be quicker than a quick fit fitter. Because a quick fitter, by definition, is quick.
Yeah.
And fit.
Well,
really attractive.
Not sure about that.
They're all really fit, all the mechanics.
Is that right?
Yeah, apparently. Girls love them.
Huh.
So, something to bear in mind.
Cool. Cool anecdote, bro.
Yeah. So, and also, I think it's important just to remember that, we should just do it. Just do it.
Mm.
Yeah. So.
Connecting people.
Yeah. That's what we're doing with the show. Connecting people.
Mm.
It's good to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
After all.
Yeah. Orange
Wednesday.